Hello, welcome to the next scenario mission. This one is Impending Impact. I haven't actually tested this one at all, so I am seeing this for the first time right now. We apparently need to use limited fuel and limited resources to get this thing back home. Looking at the amount of fuel, it really doesn't have a lot of ablator. It's got no monopropellant and only a little tiny bit of fuel. Very little bit actually. And yeah, it's got solar panels, which is good, so that means I can actually make use of those. But yeah, so I've got to get this thing back into yeah, well, I've got to get it to go towards kerbin. Right, so let's see if I can figure this one out. Right, so we're obviously going to have to use the maneuver nodes here to figure out which way I need to take this. It doesn't seem to be giving me any great assistance here. Okay, we'll get in there. This is close. Let's see if I can adjust this just a tad. Okay, so that's 44,000. I'm going to need that to come down to about, I'd say 30? 44. Ooh, give it a little twitch. 43. 32, okay, so there we go. So if I turn on the SAS and aim this thing like that, if I hit this, I should end up with a fairly large MUN periapse actually there, 411,000, and that requires 102 meters per second delta V, and that should put me in a 32,000 periapse there, and I can obviously bring that down if I need to. I have no idea how much delta V this ship has got, so I will find out very shortly if it has over 100 meters a second worth. So let's speed this up and see. I'm just going to assume that you need to kind of do a gravity assist to get this thing back towards kerbin. Assuming that the predictive orbit is correct, this should be good enough. Right, let's see, shall we? I need to actually turn the engine on first. That might help. Okay. I'm just going to accelerate that a little bit more. There we go. So we'll accelerate and we'll see how much delta V this thing's got. It actually looks like it has quite a bit, to be fair. If this works, yeah, that's going to be quite an easy scenario, to be honest. 80, 40, 23. Yeah, this is actually a really simple scenario. Okay, so you just basically use a gravity assist to get it into a kerbin. Oh, wrong button. Alright, so we don't need to mess about inside of the moon's orbit here. We'll just skim straight past. Let's just check the orbit is correct. Awesome. What I will do is just give myself a little bit more than 23,000. I'm going to probably want to accelerate here, not decelerate. But there we go. So if I put that up at 30,000. There we go, 30,000. That should be a bit better. And keep in mind, I mean, this thing you know, has got tons of fuel for what the job needed done. I mean, I don't know if I just got super lucky there with picking the perfect spot, but that was quite ridiculous. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure I could just let's do a quick save. Why not? It's best to do a quick save to be sure, but yeah, let's just get rid of it and see what happens, shall we? Take this up to a big speed. Right, let's find the reverse node so we don't end up burning up in the atmosphere. Face the blue up so I can control it nice and easy. Easy on the eyes. And let's see what happens. 60 ablator. To be honest, I don't think I've ever used 60. Not very often anyway. Generally speaking, 60 is normally plenty. I wonder if you get bonus points for landing this back at the space station. Yeah, that could be fun. Try to aim it specifically for the space station rather than just randomly. That would be a good challenge mode. With such minimal fuel, land it at the KSP headquarters. Not just anywhere, but on top of the fucking helipad. Right over the VAB building. Oh yeah. Yeah. The ablator's barely moving. The speed's already dropping off pretty quick, and we're not even halfway through it yet. Shouldn't be an issue. Let's have a look how we're doing. Yep, that periaps is dropping pretty quick. The apoapsis is going to probably just keep coming down now. And yeah, the speed is declining to suborbital levels. The ablator is actually running out though. We're down to 13 on the ablator, so hopefully that thing won't kill us when it runs out. But we will find out any second now, because the ablator's actually going to run out. Wow. But the usage level is dropping pretty fast actually. We're still going to run out, don't get me wrong. But 0.027. We'll see. I think when the ablator runs out, it doesn't just disappear. It continues to just sit there. Yeah. Well, GG. The ablator's completely run out of ablator, but it's still basically doing the job. You'd think that thing would explode when it ends. Just so, you know, once it's empty, it no longer protects stuff. I think the idea of a fucking heat shield is to protect the rest of the components. Surely once it's completely depleted, there's nothing left. Oh well, whatever. I ain't complaining. Let's get this thing down nice and fast. There's no need to drag this shit out. That is a really fucking bright land. Oh well. There's the old parachute. We may as well time accelerate until this thing's down. Oh, look at that. Wibbly wobbly. Suppose I could jettison the heat shield. That was very brutal. But yeah, well, it seems we're down. Easy. Well, there we go. That was about as easy as it goes. Right, so I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to go and do some more.